What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Kings Arena podcast, brought to you by Devon Kings. My name is Mary Colette, your lovely host, and I have got two very special guests with me in the studio today. I have got Lenny. Lenny is a chef. He heads Lenny's Bites and Blends. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah,
He's a chef, talent manager, and entrepreneur. How are you, Lenny?
I'm fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Are you ready to have honest conversations with me?
Absolutely. I'm honest all the time.
You're ready? Born ready.
100%.
Okay.
I keep it 100.
I trust you. I've also got Wendy. Wendy is an actor, entrepreneur, and you've seen her in movies like My Siblings and I, Jennifer's Diary, and a host of others. How are you, Wendy?
I'm very well, thank you.
Are you sure? Because Wendy, you are the opposite of what you act. You're so calm and you talk hi, my name's Wendy.
I'm still trying to get very comfortable.
How long is it going to take you to get comfortable? Because I need you to be comfortable so that we can vibe, you know. Do you need to take more sips of your, whatever you're drinking?
You want to get me high.
All right, guys. So we are going to be talking about life before technology literally just came and took over everything.
Yeah.
I like to believe that we're all millennials here.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Right? So we pretty much experienced the best of both worlds. So before technology came and literally became everything, and after, when literally everything is literally guided by technology.
Yeah.
So I'll start with you, Lenny.
All right.
What was it like, growing up without, having a phone, just having the web and all that, and all of that?
Those were the days, man. I feel like I had one of the best childhoods, in terms of activities. I didn't have the average childhood like everybody else because I didn't grow up with my parents. I grew up with my grandparents.
Okay.
But that exposed me to a lot. I had uncles, aunties, nephews. It was a very big family house. And where I grew up in Ikeja actually, on our other way. So the building that we had was one of the few buildings that had a very open space in front. So all the kids in the neighborhood
used to come to your building.
Used to come to front of our house to play.
Yeah.
Especially weekends when because we have a lot of shops and offices around the house.
Yeah.
So weekends, everywhere is free, so they all come to play football. When it rains, we play in the mud, that childhood innocence. Sometimes I wish I could just go back, but
I know.
Those were the days. Because sometimes now I wonder, how do
I wanted to ask, you think kids have that right now?
No, they don't.
They're too busy on their iPads.
Honestly, I wish, but that's just time. That's just life, Time changes. Things change, so you just have to. But those were the days.
Those were the days. I agree. What about you, Wendy? What was growing up like for you?
Okay, growing up, I was an only child, and
I am an only child too.
I was.
Oh, okay. So how many siblings do you have now?
I have 3.
3 siblings now.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So, at least till when I was 11, before my mom started having kids. Also, I didn't grow up with my parents.
Okay.
Basically, I stayed with my grandma at points. Then
you guys have that in common. Yeah. That's cute.
But I think I started staying with my mom when I was 4. So growing up should I say it was fun? Because now it's still fun. I don't know.
So yeah.
Yeah. So
how was life before techno? Because obviously we didn't have all the things that we have now growing up. So how was that for you?
Okay. I think technology has made kids lazy these days.
Yeah.
Like growing up, we did not have washing machines, but now you can just put your clothes inside the machine and sit down.
Yeah.
But before, you might stay 3-4 hours
before your clothes are clean.
Yeah. So.
But would you say they are lazy, or they just have things easy? Because if you had a washing machine growing up as well, you would use it.
But it has made them lazy. Because now you can't tell the kids to go and wash his or her clothes.
She can use the machine.
You should use her hand and wash it.
No. But would you say that, because people always say that, you know, I'm so glad that they're so glad they had a childhood before technology came and took over. Do you agree with that statement?
Yeah, I do. So like now I can compare both. I can compare the both. Like before social media, we could send text we could pass letters, or we could send a friend to tell somebody, you know. But now, I don't know.
I mean, that was fun. I feel like, what do you think? What do you think, Lenny?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. I remember the days like when we were in secondary school and we used to have like a slum book or something. I can't remember what it was called. Where you write your name, your landline. You know, then when you get home, you call the landline. You know, there was no mobile phones then. At least we had a landline. And I think it just comes with the times, because when you talk to our parents, even us that are millennials, when you talk to our parents, they also had a different experience,
and they could have sworn that their time was the best.
They're completely different from ours, like, you know. So, but I think all in all, technology is inevitable, you know. But the childhood days, I can't change it for the world.
I think change is inevitable, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because our parents can actually, like, they could have sworn that they had the best childhood, and we could have sworn we had the best childhood. And the Gen Zs and children like now, they can swear that, you know, they have the best childhood.
But it can't be like, no.
Are you sure?
It can't be like, no.
Why? What makes
it can't be?
What makes our childhood so different?
Some things have completely like fizzled out. Although I think in some areas or in some neighborhoods, some kids can still experience what we experience, you know. But because of modernization and
technology,
nowadays, now potty kids
like playing under the rain.
So there are some kids that still play under the rain. There's some kids that still do. I'm surprised sometimes when my son comes back from school, he'll be singing some rhymes that we sang when I was in primary school. Like, you guys still, you know, you guys still sing this song. You guys still do this. You guys still do that. Like, or just playing counter.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
We're very creative.
Those were that was the
time.
Battery,
put barrel cover under it and spin it. It will be rolling.
I mean, creative. I feel you on that one. Let's talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of technology. So obviously everything that, you know, I feel like technology, as good as it has been, there are bad parts. What would you say has been the bad parts of technology for you, Lenny?
I don't want to use the word lazy, but I think it has made people complacent in a way. Like, so certain things that you would, although in a way I'm a believer in working smart.
Yeah.
I'm not so much you have to work hard.
Yeah.
Whatever I think I can do without, you know, whatever I can do without having to stress myself and still achieve the same result. So I think technology on the good side has kind of helped people work smart. Unlike those days, if you want to make an international call, it was such a big deal.
It was such a big deal, yeah.
You have to buy a card, especially people that live abroad. You have to buy a card, scratch it, then you start.
And sometimes you might even scratch a number
off and you start guessing.
You know,
so now it's easier. But on the bad, your question was on the bad part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just felt like, you know, technology has taken away from the real aspect of life. Just the real life, you know, because social media, for instance, most people are only trying to portray a particular persona, you know, of themselves, but they're not really nobody will put their struggle online.
Yeah.
They really put the best pictures, the best time, the best. So I feel social media has made people complacent and not be themselves. You know, they just live in this false facade, and is damning in the sense that in the long run you'll be doing the damage to yourself, because if you get sucked up into that world, you get so sucked up into that world that you define your life, you define yourself by how people perceive you.
Yeah.
I think it takes away from the real essence of just being who you are. As an individual. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I'm in between. I feel like with the advent of social media, there has been there's been the highest rate of people falling into depression, people feeling like, because you constantly... Exactly. People constantly flaunt what they have in your face, and it makes you feel like you're not enough.
Sometimes it's not even real.
It's not even real. And then you see people falling into depression. But why I said I'm in between is the fact that, would you say that the depression has been there, but obviously we didn't have social media to talk about it. And now that there's social media, people are talking about it more. So I'm just like,
yeah, I think it wasn't as pronounced as it is now. Back then,
but people were going through depression.
Back then, see, these things happening now. It's not new. It's just in a different form. Back then, you would envy your friend that has the nice sneakers. You know, at a school party, everybody what the person is wearing. I like this Nike sneakers. You'll be envious of it. Like you can't have it. You know, or nice clothes, or that's just certain thing. Or video games. Most of us go to one friend that has Sega Mega or has PS1 or something in their house.
Yeah.
You wish you had that in your house, or there's just certain. You know, it's just now that is global. It's more out there.
Yeah.
Just then. So I think the depression part is I think has to do with personal. You know, it depends on your own personal person. You know, your influences, your upbringing, it's a personal thing. If you decide to allow those things affect you, define you, or affect you, and you start being depressed, because you want to drive a Benz at 21. I mean,
I feel like
what
that
happened to going through the
phases? Yes.
You know, social media has made it like everybody wants to be rich quick.
Yeah, because everybody always has a formula for getting rich quick, and if you're not doing it, then it feels like you're failing in life.
Exactly. You know, and the new face now is cut so for me.
Yes, now, do you understand? What about you? Like, how do you feel about this conversation, Wendy? Like, do you ever experience pressure from social media?
Yes, I'll not lie. Everybody does. Like, I don't even follow some celebrities on Instagram because they might give me high blood pressure for my type.
Prepare them, guys.
Because most times it feels like you're not doing well
enough.
You get and most times it
affects you.
Yeah.
Does it affect you when it comes to your profession? Because I'm not gonna lie, if I was an actor, there's just something about the Nigerian movie industry, right? And I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, directors or producers seem to enjoy using the same people over and over, right? And then if I were an actor in an industry like that and I'm not constantly used and I'm seeing people doing like jobs or getting work all the time, and they'll obviously post it on social media. You know, before social media, it was easy to not know what the next person was doing. But now you can see it. Does that ever affect you in any way?
You know this word that they used to use, like fake it till you make it?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, most times when directors use particular actors for particular movies, it's not like they're paying them for. It's just them being available and being affordable. Do you understand? So most times I've learned to not give myself pressure when I see a particular actor doing movies here and there. He's not making as much money as I think.
As people would think.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
In my opinion, I've dabbled into a bit of acting. In fact, I have a secret passion to be an actor. I've done a few short roles here and there, like short movies and skits and stuff like that. So, but I feel like for that question, for people like what works, you know, if you're 100% sure that this person, just like cinematographers, just like directors, just like DJs, just like musicians, just like any profession, once you have a track record, people know that, okay, whenever you're given this type of job, you deliver. You know, you have a sense of, you know, you bring something to the table, you captivate the audience. So people are rather use who they already know that, okay, this person, we know that if we give him this role, he will deliver, than trying somebody new when you're not 100% certain.
Yeah.
You know? So those directors are like, oh, let me just use someone that I'm sure. So I won't have to stress myself having to, because that's just one angle. I'm not saying that's the entire.
That's the entire thing. Yeah.
Going through new people, you have to go through the process of asking how much the person is going to be paid. But when you know that this particular actor is going to collect like 50K, you're good. You don't need to start bargaining price with the next person.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, going back to like the good, the bad, and the ugly of technology, sometimes when I look back at how life was, because it's easy to talk about like the bad, but we can't deny that technology has done a whole lot of good. Yeah. Because before technology, there was nothing like, imagine life without Google Maps.
True.
Imagine life without Apple Music or Spotify. Do you remember that time when we used to like, did you ever have phones with like voicemail? where if someone calls you,
leave a voicemail.
yeah, and you're like, "Hey, Miracle, I can't come to the line right now, but drop me a message." Life before all that.
People still do voice
They
mails.
still drop.
It's not just much
It's not as common
in
anymore.
Africa. In the Western world, people still do voicemails. Like, I mean, leave a voice message, but it's just not. We don't do that much here.
Because everybody's on their phones 24/7.
Yeah,
So,
but technology has definitely made life a lot easier.
Yeah, true.
absolutely.
Do you see yourself, if you had a choice, do you see yourself living without technology ever? Like if you were, you know how they always say, like if you're given 10 million to live in a house without any form of technology,
For how long?
would you be like for 2 weeks?
I can do 2
If
weeks.
it's 2 weeks, yeah.
I can do 2
But how long can't you do?
maybe,
yeah.
maybe a year.
2 years. My life, I can't.
Why?
If I hadn't experienced technology, it's different.
Yeah, but because you
I
have.
have, and I know how life is much easier for me. I'd not want to do without it. Sorry.
I always question again, like, how did we do it, like, without the phone?
I
This is one
know.
thing, I can't even go to the toilet without my
Without
phone.
your phone.
I feel like I'm not complete. I feel like something is missing, and
I can't
it's
even
just-
forget my phone anywhere.
Yeah, bruh.
I'm like, how do I
That
ask
is
myself,
one
how
thing I
did
can
we
never
survive
lose.
it? Because sometimes you find yourself maybe you're waiting somewhere maybe for an hour, maybe waiting for an interview, or you're waiting, you're just waiting, whiling away time somewhere. And imagine that, okay, what if there was no phone? What would I be doing? And sometimes you're just at home bored.
Do you understand?
Okay.
You're looking at the ceiling.
Okay.
Well, at least you have your
I
phone to
used to
press.
be I read novels.
Yeah.
So probably I'd be reading a novel.
But
Right now,
I don't
can't
know.
read anymore.
I don't think. Like, I feel like once you've tasted technology, you can't go
You
back.
can't go
I was
back.
never a reader, so
Even do you understand? Even down to food.
But now I
even-
read on my phone.
Even down to food. I order like raw food online, like cooked food as well.
I go to the market.
I don't go to the market. I don't remember the last time I went to the market to buy food.
Okay.
Because you guys are literally like, okay, judging me.
No, I'm
No,
not. Because it's my mom that goes to the market.
Oh,
I can also go
okay.
to the market.
Must be nice. Lenny, do you go to the market to like
I
buy?
do, yeah. For my, I do.
Oh, yeah,
I have
you-
a fruits
you-
business. So
yeah.
I have to go to the market sometimes. So sometimes I tell my staffs, but they never get it the way I do. But
So you have to go
The
yourself.
very first time that I went to the market to buy fruits market at K2, I was odd. I was looking odd. It was obvious because where I was dressed, there's a particular look that you have, even if you're not overly dressed. People still
Yeah.
look at you differently. I had my mask on, I had my goggle, my shades,
Yeah.
my hat, I had my bag, and I was even doing Snapchat in the market. And people looked at me like, okay, what did they do? They can't record us.
But if you're going to the market, you have to dress like a market.
It-
person.
No, you see, that's what-
That's a Lagos market.
there's some
You
certain
have
look
to-
that you have. No matter how you dress, you still stand
out. Yes,
I
yes.
just look like I didn't belong there.
Does that make them charge you higher though?
Yes.
Everywhere I go, I get charged higher. People just assume that you should be able to afford.
You afford
more.
it. Like this person will
Just
get
that,
money.
bros, anything.
Oh,
If you
the
ask,
next
if you,
thing they'll
if you
call
make
you
in
Alaro.
Lagos, if you make the mistake of asking somebody how much, you have given them a
As
license to
in,
bill you.
how much is this?
You
Like,
still don't know- you still don't know
okay,
the price.
you can
So,
speak English, Abby.
how much? You see, they will not pause. They're trying to think of the
Like
line
how much?
and
How much make I build this
Just
guy?
to come like
So let's say anything you like, Sha. Anything you do your mind, just give us. So they don't want to give you a price and shortchange themselves.
Yeah.
Maybe you might have in mind to give them something higher. So it's just normal.
But wouldn't it be easier to order for these things online? I mean, that's what technology is for.
Yeah,
like to
true.
ease you the stress of being overcharged, of people looking at you funny in the market and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the challenge with that also is that when you order things online, you've seen the whole. This is what I ordered.
You order what
this is
what I
this is
got,
what I
yeah.
got. Just there are a lot of people. There are a lot of scammers online.
Yeah.
That's another bad side.
Even
of
with
social media.
food, because I know it happens with like
I'm
clothes.
generalizing
Yeah.
it. I'm generalizing it. Not just food, just the social media and technology space in general. You order something online, they post a completely
Different thing,
And
yeah.
I've experienced it personally.
With what? Tell us about
I don't want
it.
to mention the company.
Vendor's name.
It's not a vendor. It's a major company. It's a major e-commerce company in Nigeria. I don't want to
Jumia.
mention their name.
Jumia. I think we all know the J word.
I don't know. I ordered this shirt was looking nice.
Oh.
It was a shirt. It was a t-shirt.
Never order
Well, looking
clothing
nice.
items.
And they had a white person wear the shirt. I'm like, wow, the shirt looking nice. So I just ordered the shirt. And when the thing came, it looked like something like a tailor's shoe. It was. I had to leave it. Like, I had to search. The guy now put his logo on the shirt.
Can you imagine?
I searched the guy on Instagram. I sent him a DM. I said, "Bros, really, like, you sold.
This is what you sell.
You sell this, like, in this day and age. It doesn't cost you anything to go and buy already made T-shirts and just brand it and put. Nobody will know.
Would know.
But you want to sew T-shirt and you're not sewing it.
Your name. I think that's
like,
definitely a downside to technology.
I returned it straight to them. I refunded my money.
Yeah, scamming is
lucky,
like
you were lucky to get your money back.
Yes, I agree because
it's their policy. If you return it within the stipulated time,
you get your money back.
Yeah.
I feel like scamming is at an all-time high when it comes to like technology. Like it's so easy to just put
painful part is where you don't even get the goods and they block you.
What? That has that happened to you before?
Yes, no.
Don't pay before you get the goods. Pay on delivery.
No, but some people, some people don't accept pay on delivery though.
Hey, then keep your market.
No, basically, you know that most online sellers, they do what they call it, like they don't have the goods. Yeah. They have vendors that they buy from.
Yeah.
And they post it and
tell them there's a name for it.
Yeah, I've forgotten which. Drop shipping, yeah.
Drop shipping, yeah.
So you have to pay so that they can buy it and send to you. So that's why you have to pay before.
Yeah, then they need to make an arrangement with or invest their own money. Invest your money and buy the product so you know you have it.
How you now buy it and keep?
If you're sure of yourself.
And tie your money down.
It depends on the product, sir. But me, I don't do drop ship. I don't believe in all those. You're posting pictures. You don't have the product. If I don't know you personally or one-on-one, I won't personalize stuff because you fall into. That one is even one thing. The one that annoys me the most are the bank scammers. You get an email that says, "Oh, we're from Zenith Bank." So account.
I don't even fall for that.
You know that you don't have a Zenith Bank account.
I don't even fall.
It's only old people.
I don't fall for that
anymore.
You don't have an
account with that bank.
Like the moment you call me, I say I'm from.
No.
I get emails. They will try as much as possible to copy because I'm a computer person. I study computer science, so I'm an IT person already.
Yeah.
So that already naturally I know the gimmicks.
Email now.
Now my dad knows anything my dad gets, or he gets, he'll forward it to me. Is it legit?
It's a scam. It's a scam.
You know you don't have a bank with Access Bank or Zenith Bank or any of these banks.
So
and you get an email from them,
but most times
and you believe.
And some even sound
most
like.
times you do have an account with the bank.
I mean, you can have an account with the bank, fine. But there are some that don't have an account with that bank and they still fall for it. I wonder how they do it.
Yeah, I feel I agree with Wendy when it comes to, I feel like older people fall for it more.
And because of their own lack of acceptance to technology. Yes,
I don't know why old people find it very difficult to accept technology.
WhatsApp is what's up.
Facebook. But what do you guys think? Where do you think technology is going to be in, say, the next 30 years?
So I think as an IT person, I think technology is moving towards AI. Artificial intelligence. I think that's where the big box is. Being able to machines doing everything for us. You can have an artificial robot doing your house cleaning.
Yeah.
It will literally replace humans.
So where does that put us as humans? Because that would put people out of jobs, don't you think?
It will be, but we're going to diversify into other areas. People will be able to do other things. Just like how you used to have a washerman doing your washing.
Yeah, now you have a washing machine.
Doesn't mean washing business is out of, there's people that still do it, but it's just
they just diversify
better way.
Yeah,
you can open a dry cleaning now.
Fair enough.
Use the washing machine for your clients.
Yeah,
but I think artificial intelligence is where technology is going next. So things are going to be done by themselves without human interference. We're going to have driverless cars using GPS.
I think we already have that. Tesla.
But it's not mainstream yet. It's not everywhere. It's still, most of it are still in testing phases. They're still in selected. It's not like everywhere. Yeah. I don't personally subscribe to flying cars because I think the accident rate is airplanes already have enough accidents. So imagine flying cars.
Oh God.
Cars will be jamming in the air. How do you control it?
Commercial airplanes that can
especially when you have Nigerians driving flying cars.
No. That's a disaster waiting to happen. So I'm not subscribing to flying cars. Yeah, it seems like a fantastic idea, but I don't think it's something that can, except technology has gotten to the point where those cars can maybe fly themselves.
Yeah. Or you don't bring the cars to Lagos.
As long as there's human error, once,
Lagos is too tight.
Because human and machines mixed together, there's always good machines too can fail. Yes, but once you program it, you do your checks, you do your, there are no viruses, there are no machines can work perfectly.
Yeah.
They don't rest, they don't. But humans, we're lethargic. Human error most times always always very catastrophic. So
Yeah.
imagine you're driving a flying car now, and you're drinking shake or you fall asleep. There are just too many mishaps that can happen in that space.
But are you looking forward to this, or you are you like sentimental and just want to hold on to like, the way it is right now?
If there are flying cars tomorrow, trust me, I'm not riding it, man.
Well, that's what you say. That's what you say.
But because flying cars can actually really happen. Like,
I mean, if they're airplanes,
airplanes are different. Airplanes are different. Cars are like everyday, everyday. You see cars on the road
every day.
It's like an everyday thing.
There are some times when I'm in traffic.
You'll be surprised that you'll see air traffic. There'll be traffic in the air.
I doubt it. No. There are some times when I'm in traffic and I just wish I could just disappear to where I'm going to, because traffic in Lagos is something else. So I think I would definitely be open to a flying car.
Even in the movies, you see that the cars are all over the place. Like, how do air traffic control? How do you control?
I'm sure there will be a body to regulate it.
Flight A330, land towards this, flight so. Even in airplanes, there are still collisions. There are errors. So imagine flying cars
that's
why she said 30 years.
Imagine how Lagos is now, as busy as it is. So carry all the cars
and put it in the air.
And imagine how
it will be on water. Some people will be on water.
Everybody
now. Be on different levels.
Yeah, some people will be higher than the other. I mean, I want to see it. I hope I'm.
What about landing? How you?
You land now when you get to your destination. You land when you get to Ikeja.
Ordinary driving license, for this country.
I really want to see. I feel like I'm open to it.
30 years, well, never can tell.
Anything to make my life easier, to be honest. Me, I'm down.
What I would love is time travel, if they can achieve that.
No.
I don't know.
Time travel.
I
don't know. Let me see.
Do you think time travel is possible?
I don't think so.
But it'll be fun.
No.
If you don't think so, that's how I feel about flying cars.
I feel like I would like to go back and undo some things in my life. If I were, and then maybe go travel to the future and see what I would be in the future. It would be interesting to see. So maybe my anxiety can reduce sometimes, because I feel like
sure it will reduce.
Because I'm always anxious about
something bad is happening to you in the future. How do you think you're going to carry on?
There's that.
Overall, in terms of this social media debate about the level of consciousness, the whole depression and trying to fit into. Is like you're a square trying to fit into a circle.
Yeah.
Or a circle trying to fit into a square. Like, just find
your lane.
It takes it goes all the way back to the home. The kind of upbringing. Like, I think I try to do everything. I appreciate all the trainings my parents gave me growing up. My grandma, my dad, and my mom, everybody. But I try to raise my kids in a completely different light. Like, trying to have a mind of your own. Because when you don't have a mind of your own, our parents made us to. They never give us a chance to express ourselves.
Yeah.
To be who we really wanted
to be.
You realize that a lot of people have talents for music or acting
and they're in different fields.
You have to be a doctor. You have to be a nurse. You have to be a this. You have to be.
And
your parents will force you to do something that you don't want to do, and you end up having a derailed, and you now be struggling at the end of the day because you've wasted 4 years, 5 years studying the course that you didn't even
have a passion for. I feel you.
So that already is a struggle on its own. In their own mind, they're doing what they feel is best for you. So I try to raise my kids to know that, okay, guy, you can do whatever it is you want to be. From now, be it. So that when you get older, so now people are struggling with self-identity because they don't even know who they are.
Who they are.
But their parents are made them to feel that they can be,
Preach,
they have to be
Lenny.
this, they have to be that. Mm-hmm. But now society is even complete. Now they're in the real life. They're seeing the real life, and you studied computer science and you're selling clothes online. I mean, so why don't you spend your years doing fashion designing and, so that way you're more productive, just make what you love to do. So now, because people don't fit into what society wants to be, they're now reclusive and depressed and, trying to find out who they are. So what my advice is, train your kids, because it starts from the home.
Yeah.
You can't expect the society to teach your kids,
Yeah.
So all of the long story short is that people need to find out who they are, your personality, your persona. Because if you know who you are as a person, you will not be persuaded or dissuaded by what you see on social media. I'm not moved. I don't have a lot of followers on Instagram. Or
Yeah.
I don't feel the need. I don't need that validation. I don't feel the need to want to post every day or to want to show that I'm doing fine. If I'm not doing fine in real life, I'm only deceiving myself.
True.
Just that. So, but a lot of people need to get to that stage, that level where they are okay being who they are, where they are, and accepting. If not, you have a lot of depressed youth just trying to fit into whatever box they're trying to put themselves in. So
Most times it's not, I don't know, my own perspective.
Yeah.
Like, there's this saying I used to say in Pidgin, like, "Na pikin wey wan spoil go spoil." It still also goes to, if you want to be depressed, you be depressed. It's not probably how your parents birthed you
personal
or
choices.
something. Yeah, exactly. So, but also, parents needs to do better. Like, growing up, we didn't used to be very close to our parents. Like, you can't have a conversation with your parents. You see that most children are scared of their parents. Like, they can't even take excuse to leave the house. But
Yeah.
now, like, you can easily tell your mom or dad that I'm going out. I'm going there.
Yeah.
And you see that there's this, children are closer to their parents these days. Like, you say when the mother is your tweenie, blah, 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 you have free conversations with your mom without no fear and all.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I agree with you, but on the part where you said if you want to be depressed, you be depressed, I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like depression is way deeper than we think. And I feel like that's one thing that social media has helped us uncover, just how deep depression goes. And sometimes it could be like from past traumas and what you're even currently going through, and just, it could be a lot of things. And people don't choose to be depressed, I don't think. But I mean, yeah, I agree with like how to regulate social media and not let it get to you.
if you feel you're getting depressed with social media, go off. You're allowed
Yeah,
to.
but sometimes depression doesn't necessarily come from just social media. There are a lot of other factors, but that's not even what we're talking about, because I feel like depression is like a whole other topic on its own. And if we start, we probably would never finish. So let's not even get into that.
get depressing.
Do you understand? So let's not even get into it. Lenny, you mentioned that you had kids. I couldn't help but notice. How many kids you could pass for like a baby boy? How many kids do you have?
I have two.
A boy and a girl?
Legitimately, 2 boys.
2 boys.
Yeah. I have one that I'm not sure if I'm the father, but
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes. And I couldn't help but pick something from what you said, because I feel like these days, many people always look up to celebrities and people on social media as role model for their kids. And then when they do things, people say, "Oh, my kids are watching. You're their role model." And it's like, why should people who don't know you from anywhere be role models to your kids? You know?
Yeah, I think it's just the influence that comes with the position or the status. You know, you're a celebrity, you're a star, you have a lot of followers, you have following. So naturally, people will look up to you. People will be, you know, some people don't choose to be role models. But the circumstances of where they find themselves makes them role models, you know. But sometimes you can miss it, because being famous doesn't make you a role model.
Yeah.
Being famous doesn't make you a smart person.
Thank God somebody said
doesn't
it.
make you not
Thank
human.
God somebody said it. Who are
That
famous.
are famous, and people will believe anything they say. They can just type rubbish, and everybody will, because they're famous. So
That's like gospel.
Their judgment gets clouded with the fame that because this person is famous. It's just like a rich person.
Yeah.
If a rich person cracks a joke, even if it's not funny, people will laugh.
You laugh now.
They will laugh, because for this guy to be rich, for him to have money, it means he must have sense.
Do you get?
Sometimes it's just, some people might just be lucky. It's just, you know. So celebrities, I don't really follow celebrities. That's just my own personal rule. Right? If you're not following me, I'm not following you. What am I following you for? What are you? If it's the music, I've been in the music industry for 17 years. I've seen them come and go. So these new cats I haven't. Just that. So if there's no value that you're adding to me, it's just a selected few that I feel like the ones that have sense, that I can relate to beyond the music. Because at the end of the day, it's the artist, it's the persona, it's the person, the individual. That's who we are actually, not the fame or the music. Because all that's going to fade away. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
There's so many of them that have come and gone, and a lot are still going to come. and go. So
Yeah.
that's just the circle of life. So
Yeah.
if you are that type of person like that likes to go with the times, you know how many girls lost their virginity because of
Blackberry. And now where's Blackberry? And now where's Blackberry?
So there's always going to be one.
There's always
new
going to be
thing,
something new. Yes.
So don't lose
That's
your
the thing with
focus.
technology. There is always going to be something new. Yeah. This was such an interesting conversation, Lenny and Wendy. It was nice to have you guys on. Did you enjoy the conversation?
Absolutely.
And I hope you guys come back. This has been such an interesting episode on King's Arena. Don't forget, one good thing about technology is it lets you order food online. So whenever you're doing your food shopping today, be online, in person, you're going to the market, make sure to add products from Devon Kings to your shopping cart, okay? You've been listening to King's Arena with your lovely host, Mary Colette, and I would see you on the next episode. Bye.
Powered by Devon Kings. Produced by Blow 48 Invent.